So this is the front gate of Shujin Academy. Nice little rain shower in the morning. Won't be coming here too often, but we're still in that experience of actually walking through the environment rather than getting to fast travel everywhere. I seem to have made it to school safely. What was that castle, though?
Class is starting.
Mr. Ushimaru. The rules of society. That's a little on point. Speaking of on point, I forgot to mention this in the first couple episodes, but Shujin Academy, the word Shujin, is literally prisoner in Japanese, or inmate. Like, for example, you hear Caroline and Justine refer to the hero as inmate in the English version, and in the Japanese version, it was literally Shujin. Know your place, Shujin. So the Greek philosopher Plato divided the human soul into three parts.
What's the answer?
The soul is composed of appetite, spirit, and what else? Our first class question. Now, if I were online during all these sessions, you can usually get a little bit of help on the class questions by hitting the trackpad on PS4 or select on PS3 and see the everyone's answers portion, which is just a internet tally of how other players answer these questions. Although it doesn't apply to this one, I believe. So even if I were online, we wouldn't get this one for free. You gotta answer this one. And the answer is logic.
Correct.
Socrates said that evil is born from ignorance. Apparently getting questions right in class goes against the notion that I'm a delinquent. Oh well. I feel like I got a little smarter from being able to answer that question. And here it is, the Persona 5 parameter, the social stats as Atlas USA has referred to them. We have our knowledge, guts, proficiency, kindness, and charm. I'm currently oblivious, but I got 1 point.
All right.
And generally, the activities that you do during the game will reward somewhere between +1 to +3 in your social stat attributes. And obviously, class questions are like free knowledge. As long as you get them right, you get some free points towards your smartness.
Hey!
Being a little aggressive there, Kamoshida. So yes, On does do some modeling. So trustworthy is Kamoshida.
Yep.
I'm disappointed. I thought this scene was going to have voice acting. Just the first
Hey.
word. We'll talk about the castle from yesterday. Am I in? Sure, why not? Interesting enough. Ryuji doesn't seem like a bad guy. I should probably just go along with this. Yeah, he's alright, I guess. Though we still don't know what all the rumors are about just yet.
If a huge castle like that really exists, I'm sure we'll find it in no time. When did they build something like that, though? We walked that way from here, right?
Maybe.
When you put it that way, I'm not so sure anymore. All right, this way. Let me know if you notice something. Huh? We're at school. There wasn't anything out of place along the way, right? I didn't see no castle either. We must have made a wrong turn somewhere. Let's try again. Don't worry, I won't mess up this time. Let's go. For real? Is it smaller than we think it is? What do you think?
Check your phone.
I already did that, but I didn't see anything like it around here. Huh? Phone. Hey, that reminds me. Didn't you have a navigation app thingy on back then?
Navigation app?
I don't know if it was or not, but I heard stuff that sounded like one coming from your phone. You know, didn't it say stuff like returned to the real world or something like that? Let me see your phone for a bit. What's this eyeball-looking thing?
Cute logo, huh? It really isn't. It's kind of eerie, to be honest. I can't delete it.
Wait, what? What a weird app. Oh, wait, this is it! I knew it! It is a navigation app! There's even your search history! Oh man, I'm such a genius! Let's try using it.
I don't know how. Seeing
Then
as
I'll do it.
last time was an
Kamoshida.
accident.
Shujin Academy. Pervert. Castle. Beginning navigation.
There we go! And then we went in a certain direction and... Hey, what are you... Huh? What the hell?
Although you would think that the hero would figure out how to do this by now, considering Igor told him about it last night.
Look, it's the castle from yesterday! We made it back. That means what happened yesterday was for real too. Ah! Those clothes! That happened last time too, huh? What's with that outfit?
Not bad, huh?
You like it? What's going on here? This makes no effing sense at all.
Hey! Stop making a commotion.
You?
The shadows started acting up, so I came here wondering what it could be. To think you guys would come back to the entrance when you barely managed to escape.
What is this place? Is it the school?
That's right.
But it's a castle!
This castle is the school, but only to this castle's ruler.
The castle's ruler?
I think you called him Kamoshida? It's how his distorted heart views the school.
Kamoshida? Distorted? Explain it in a way that makes sense!
I shouldn't have expected a moron to get it.
What did you say? What was that?
It must be the slaves captive here.
For real? Oh shit, it's for real! We saw other guys held captive here yesterday. I'm pretty sure they're from our school.
Most likely on Kamoshida's orders. It's nothing out of the ordinary. It's like that every day here. What's more, you two escaped yesterday. He must have lost his temper quite a bit.
That son of a bitch!
Ryuji?
This is bullshit! You hear me, Kamoshida?!
Doing that isn't going to open it, you know. Still, it seems you have your reasons.
Hey, Mona!
It's Morgana!
Do you know where those voices are coming from?
You want me to take you to them? Well, I guess I could guide you there. But only if he comes with us.
Yeah, why me?
I just want to get a better look at your powers, even if you don't agree. I bet this guy'll go on even if he has to do it alone. Are you gonna leave him?
I never said that.
It's settled then.
For real? Thanks, man.
Alright, let's do this. Follow me. Now then.
Our infiltration point. No barging through the entrance. The basic of Phantom Thievery. Old Castle Central Hall.
This way!
Alright, let's follow Morgana. So we get our continued crash course on how to be a Phantom Thief. And obviously this part would be the front entrance of the school.
Let's go.
So back into the underground prison portion. We're gonna get ourselves into some fights.
Listen up.
Try to ambush as many enemies as you can. Attack them from behind. Pretty much the basic rule of Persona 5's dungeon crawling. So attacking enemies. When you attack a nearby enemy by pressing the cross button, a battle will begin. Watch for a red icon to appear when you are in range. If you approach the enemy from behind without being noticed, the ambush icon will appear. Attack at that moment for an edge in battle.
Yeah!
So basically there are 3 ways in which battles begin in Persona 5. At least the standard fare enemies crawling around palaces. There's ambush, as we just saw. There's a standard fight where you attack from the front straight up, and it's a neutral state. And you can also be ambushed yourself. You can be surrounded by the enemy. So let's go in for an ambush here.
Show me your true form.
Now's our chance to strike. Go!
Obviously, this is the
not
proper
done.
Persona 5 battle theme. Last surprise. This is the first time you get to hear it in game. It is, in my opinion, the best battle theme in the series to date. But that's just a personal opinion. So here we have direct command of Morgana.
Zora, show your might! Yeah! Victory!
And obviously with ambush, you want to try to finish off your opponents as quickly as possible before they can get a move in.
Okay. Huh? Hey!
This is...
So we're still on the hunt for finding the other Shujin students that we saw in here yesterday.
Now then.
You can hide in this room. Another new feature for Persona 5 that was not in previous titles. Certainly not in
The
P3 and
shadows
P4.
probably won't come in here.
How can you tell?
There's a lack of distortion here, meaning the ruler's control over this area is weak.
Is this a classroom?
Now do you understand? This place is another reality that the ruler's heart projects.
This is Kamoshida's reality? Ugh, shit makes no sense at all.
One could say it's a world in which one's distorted desires have materialized. I call such a place a palace.
A palace?
This is happening because he thinks the school is his own castle.
So it became like this because he just thought of it like that? Son of a bitch!
You must really hate this Kamoshida guy.
Hate doesn't even cover how I feel. Everything is that asshole's fault.
I don't know what happened between you two, but don't let your emotions get the better of you. His lackeys are everywhere inside. You're curious about your outfit, aren't you?
Yeah, I'm curious as hell about it too.
That's also because of this world.
More stuff that makes no sense.
Anything distorts according to how a ruler pleases within his palace. A school can turn into a castle like this, after all. In order to prevent such distortions, one must hold a powerful will of rebellion. Your appearance is a manifestation of that. It's the image of rebellion that you hold within.
I'm so fed up with all this. I'm more curious about you than his clothes. What the hell are you anyways?
I'm a human. An honest-to-God human.
No, you're obviously more like a cat.
This is, well, it's because I lost my true form, I think.
You think?
But I do know how to regain my true form. The reason why I snuck in here was for a preliminary investigation of those means. Well, I ended up getting caught, though. Besides, I've been tortured by Kamoshida too. I'm gonna make him pay for sure.
What is this, a comic book? This is seriously crazy.
If we're gonna keep going, we should hurry along. I'll be counting on your skills this time too, rookie. Got it?
Don't worry, I'm not gonna force it all on you. I thought it might help, so... I brought this just in case. It's a model gun, though, so it only makes sounds.
That's a toy!
But it looks totally real, so it'll at least fake him out. Oh, I brought some medicine, too. You know what they say, providing is something. Huh? Huh?
So you were planning this from the start. Well, fine. If you're ready to go, we'll resume our infiltration. Now then.
Safe rooms. In a safe room, you can consult with your teammates and save your game by pressing the options button. You can also save at the palace entrance.
I'll just add this.
So, lay down ourselves a new save. Safe rooms obviously act as checkpoints, more or less, inside the dungeons. So the prisoners are in the training hall. Yes, I did hear that.
Okay, let's go.
You can press forward, but I'm going to actually head back a little bit because I want to beat this shadow right here. Because he's easy pickings at the moment.
What's this?
But gotta wait for him to turn around. We do not have all of our sneaking mechanics yet. So, gotta be a little more careful.
Show me your true form.
Now's our chance to strike! Go!
You're mine.
Witness my resolve!
Hopefully that's a kill. It is.
One enemy remaining. This is the last one.
Ooh.
Only one more. Let's go! Yeah! Victory!
Got ourselves 10 extra XP.
Okay.
Not sure if that's worth it, but whatever. Try to get as much as I can during this early portion. Because eventually we're going to have a really tough infiltration ahead of us. So one guard down at the bottom. That's right. Palaces have security levels. When you're spotted by an enemy, the security level will rise. This is shown on a gauge in the upper left. As the security level rises, the enemies will be on higher alert. If it gets too high, you may be forced to leave the palace, so take caution. I've never actually seen what that looks like. Now, unless you're very, very careless and you are completely ignoring enemies and just running around all over the place, this isn't too much of a challenge, to be honest, avoiding the security level problems.
Now then.
But yeah, you can be kicked out of a palace should it reach 100% on a normal infiltration day. Security level reduction, and 0% security level are now part of the tutorial menu. You can access all sorts of stuff in there.
Show me your true form.
Now's our chance to strike! Go!
Drop a little Garu. Let's see, 8 XP for that fight.
It's a step forward.
I will take whatever little EXP I can get, as well as money. The money is also important. Money is a tough commodity in this game. Though I think I've gotten a, well, if I may say so, I think I've gotten a lot better at earning money since this game has come out in English.
Hey. What?
Looking for intruders. That'd be us.
Damn it.
I wish you could fight as well. Not yet, anyway. Morgana has an idea.
Huh?
How are we gonna use a gun that doesn't even shoot pellets to take down enemies?
Whoa!
You have the gun with you, right? Point it at a shadow and fire.
Gun attacks. Gun attacks are effective against enemies weak to guns. Press the up button to ready your gun, then press the cross button to attack. You can continue shooting until you run out of ammunition. You can also change targets in between shots using the directional buttons. So yeah, Persona 5 does have gunplay. It's the first one to have gunplay since the original Persona. Everyone's guns are different. They all have different properties. The hero has a basic pistol, and we'll see how exactly this manages to work in terms of how does a toy gun somehow magically work inside of dungeons.
How about that? Surprised? Be mindful of how much ammo you have left.
Gun properties and ammo restoration. Guns have a higher attack power than melee weapons, but come with limited ammunition. Your ammunition will be restored when you return to reality. However, there are generally no other ways to refill your bullet count. That's not entirely true. Eventually there does become a way, but that is much later in the game.
You're mine.
Alright, I'll show you my weapon too.
Morgana uses a slingshot.
For real?
How did it do that? Explain, Morgana. This is a cognitive world. As long as our opponents see it as real, it becomes such. It's a good thing it's realistic looking. I understand it.
Nice going!
This is also a very easy way of getting around the fact that in Persona 5 you get to buy and use these guns when guns are super illegal in Japan. There is no right to bear arms inside of Japan.
Well,
Time for Morgana to explain what I've already done. Coordinate our moves. I get to decide how the team fights. I can order you directly or let the party members decide what they want to do. And there's varying degrees in between that. It isn't necessarily all or nothing. You can change it between like they pick whatever they want, or you can like sort of guide them in a way. You can be like, hey, Morgana, focus on healing if you don't want to, you know, leave it to himself or take direct command. Anyway, party tactics. During battle, you can change your party members' actions by assigning tactics to them. You can either set a particular course of action, which I just explained, for them to take or choose to control them directly. Tactic changes can be done by selecting stats on the triangle button menu or pressing the L2 button on Akira's turn, and then selecting tactics. Skill selection assistance. Oh, this is a really nice change to Persona 5. If you are able to attack an enemy's weakness, you can press the R1 button during battle to automatically move the cursor to that option. This should save you some time if you already know that enemy's weakness. So to further explain that, say you're later in the game and you got like 10 personas on you, and you're fighting a shadow that you fought before and you know its weakness. Say that shadow's weak to fire, to Agi. Rather than going into your persona menu and scrolling through your personas and finding one that has a fire attack, you can just press R1 and the game will automatically seek through your personas and find one that has, you know, some sort of Agi attack so that you can hit the weakness. Rush. If you press the options button during battle, your party will continually perform melee attacks. This is called rush mode. Battle will proceed faster during Rush, and you will not need to input any actions. Rush can be cancelled by pressing the circle button. The Rush is very helpful if you're over-leveled and just looking to win as quickly as possible, and you don't need to consume any of your SP to win battles.
I'll reveal your true form.
Now's our chance to stretch. Go!
And yeah, you can miss with bullets. The guns are not quite as accurate as regular melee attacks or skills, at least not in my opinion.
Two enemies remaining. Don't let your guard
You're
down.
mine.
One enemy remaining. This is the last one. Witness my stall. Yeah! Victory!
Bit more XP and money.
All right.
So guarding our way to where we're going. Another special way to fight enemies.
Let's go.
Is it a new technique? Why, indeed it is. Well, I guess technically it's not a new technique.
Listen, there's a distinct flow to battles. Let me show you. After all, seeing is... something. First, knock down all the enemies. Everything starts at that crucial step.
So knock down all the enemies. This is the signature touch to modern Persona's battle system. It was in Persona 3 and 4.
Persona! Go down!
Alright, now rush on in for an all-out attack!
The all-out attack. Of course, Persona 5 has finisher animations for every party member.
Nice going!
I think a super move is a fair way to describe the all-out attack. It's a concentrated attack on defenseless enemies. It is the key to winning, to be honest. All-out attack. You can initiate an all-out attack from a hold-up by pressing the triangle button. All-out attacks are ultimate attacks which deal heavy damage to all foes. However, you cannot use one if a Kira cannot act or if only he can act.
Now then.
So in other words, if the hero is knocked down or inflicted with some sort of status ailment when all the enemies are knocked down, you won't get the opportunity to do an all-out attack. Or otherwise, if he's the only party member, you need at least one other person ready to join in with you.
Yes!
Kamoshida's Training Hall of Love. Well, I wouldn't call this part very lovely. Not this part of his palace.
Yeah.
Man, what is going on in here?
Damn it! This is bullshit!
How many times do I have to tell you to keep your voice down?
But this is beyond messed up! How do I open this?
Stop it! Leave us alone. It's useless.
Huh?
If we stay obedient, we won't be executed like you guys.
You telling me you want to stay in a place like this?
Wait a minute. Were you planning on taking these guys out of here?
We can't just leave him here.
How stupid can you be?
What?
These are only humans in Kamoshida's cognition. They aren't real humans that have entered from reality. They're different from you two.
Cognition?
It means there's no point in saving them. They're different from the real ones in the real world. You could say that these are extremely similar looking dolls.
Hell? Why's it gotta be so complicated? So the school's a castle and the students are slaves. It's so on point that it makes me laugh. This really is the inside of that asshole's head.
Still, this is horrible. It must mean he treats them as slaves in the real world too.
In the real world too? Wait, I know these guys. They're members of the volleyball team, the one Kamoshida coaches for.
They must be physically abused every day. There's no way they'd be so beat up normally.
Don't tell me they're going through similar shit in reality?
Most likely. I mean, this proves that Kamoshida thinks of them as slaves.
So it might be for real. I heard that Kamoshida's using physical punishment. They're just rumors, but if they're true, wouldn't this be something to report to the police? I'll use these guys as evidence. If it all goes well, we can take down that asshole Kamoshida. Huh? It's not working. We can use the navigation app, but the camera's a no-go?
A navigation app?
That's what we used to come here. What about yours?
My camera app won't open.
Whatever you do is fine, but we're gonna get caught if we stand around like this. We need to head back.
Hang on a sec. There's no other way. I'll just memorize their faces before going home. Let's go!
Alright, let's check these other cells. We'll follow along with what's happening here as I talk over it. So before Persona 5 released in Japan, one of the things that I was speculating about quite a bit is just exactly what Persona 5, what the other world was going to be. We were told in pre-release all about, like palaces, and how, bad people have palaces, etc., etc., etc. But there's some confusing stuff in the footage about, other people being in palaces, other human beings. Like, for example, the footage of the casino that's in the prologue, we see a bunch of people down there on the casino floor. And that's a really confusing moment, because it's like, okay, this is a dungeon, but is it, completely make-believe? Is it a real-world location? But if it is, that doesn't make sense, because Japan doesn't have casinos. It's like, what is going on with this footage? Eventually, you get to play Persona 5, you get up to this point, and
Come on, man.
you begin to get the overall thread of what this game's about cognition, and you realize that none of it's real. These kids getting abused inside of Kamoshida's palace, the patrons of the casino that we saw in the prologue, none of it's real. They're all part of someone's mind. But obviously that didn't ask the natural question of, well, if it's all cognition, it's all cognitive and not really real, how the hell does the hero get arrested? How do the police manage to catch him inside of the other world as a phantom thief? And obviously that'll be answered in time, more or less. Hopefully I'm not going too much in detail here. These are kind of the natural thought process that I was going through my first time through the game, even as I obsessively just continued to pore over footage prior to the game's Japanese release.
Yes!
Let's go!
Alright, so they know we're here.
Oh, man. This way!
You knaves again? To think you'd make the same mistake again. You're hopeless.
The school ain't your castle. I've memorized their faces real good. You're going down.
It seems it's true when they say barking dogs seldom bite. How far the star runner of the track team has fallen.
What the hell are you getting at?
I speak of the track trader who acted in violence, ending his teammates' dreams. Oh, I can only imagine the pain of the others who were dragged under with your selfish act.
Track trader?
What a surprise. So you're accompanying him without knowing anything at all. He betrayed his teammates and crushed their hopes. Yet he still carries on as carefree as ever.
That's not true!
You've come along with this fool and are now going to end up dead. How unlucky of you. Go! Kill them all! Don't sully my castle with garbage.
God damn it.
Ryuji, move! We're surrounded.
I'll kill you! I'll kill you because King Kamoshida told us! I'll kill because that's what he wants!
Today's your unlucky day.
Interesting. I thought the game was going to give us our explanation of being surrounded by enemies, but it seems I have to opt into that to get the little tutorial. But this is more or less what it looks like when you are spotted and surrounded. The enemies get to move first, they attack you, and then you have this special little alignment here where you're literally in the center of the battlefield as the enemies surround you.
Come! There!
There's more of them? This is bad. Failure!
Can't be.
And that is a scripted defeat. You cannot avoid that.
Oh! Oh, you piece of...
I bet you simply came here on a whim and ended up like this, isn't that right?
No!
What a worthless piece of trash, getting emotional so quickly. How dare you raise your hand at me? Though it was only temporary, have you forgotten my kindness in supervising track practice?
It wasn't no practice, it was physical abuse! You just didn't like our team!
It was nothing but an eyesore. The only one who needs to achieve results is me. That coach who got fired was hopeless too. Had he not opposed me with a sound argument, I would have settled it with only breaking his star's leg.
What?
Do you need me to deal with your other leg too? The school will call it self-defense anyway.
Damn it. Am I gonna lose again? Not only can I not run anymore, the track team is gone too because of this asshole.
So that's why.
Once these two are dealt with, you're next.
Ryuji!
You're right. Everything that was important to me was taken by him. I'll never get him back.
Stay there and watch. Look on as these hopeless scum die for nothing because they sided with trash like you.
No, that's what you are. All you think about is using people. You're the real scumbag, Kamoshida!
What are you doing? Silence him!
Stop looking down on me with that stupid smile on your face! You made me wait quite a while. You seek power, correct? Then let us form a pact. Since your name has been disgraced already, why not hoist the flag and wreak havoc? The other you who exists within desires it thus. I am thou, thou I. There is no turning back. The skull of rebellion is your flag henceforth!
What can you do? Cower in fear and watch!
Right on. What's up, Persona? This effing rocks! Now that I got this power, it's time for payback! Yo, I'm ready. Bring it!
Mock me, you brat!
Blast him away, Captain Kid!
What troublemakers that bother King Kamoshida with trifle matters?
Kamoshida's cognition ain't changing, right? And I'll act like the troublemaker I am. Let's do this, Captain Kid!
So Ryuji has awoken to his persona, Captain Kid. We have our third party member.
Let's go, Captain!
The enemy's down.
What's up, Persona?
Nice. The enemy's down.
Persona! Captain Kid!
Alright, let's clean this up. And obviously you can't actually lose this fight. But we're on easy, so at least for now we are. Don't know why I'm saving resources here. Just finish it off.
I am a loyal subject of the glorious King Kamoshida. So why have I lost?
It just proves that Kamoshida ain't anything special.
Now that I think about it, I should have put it on normal for the tutorial stuff. And then maybe kick it down for when the actual infiltration begins. Oh well.
How about that?
Whoa. So Ryuji had the potential too.
Even if you apologize now, I ain't forgiving you.
I told you that this is my castle. Seems you still don't understand.
What? Takamaki?
Oh! What a meowvelous and beautiful girl!
What's going on?
Yeah, something's off, alright.
Yeah, now that you mention it. But why is she even here? Hey! Let go of her, you perv!
How many times must I tell you until you understand? This is my castle, a place in which I can do whatever I want. Everyone wishes to be loved by me. That is, everyone besides slow-witted thieves like you.
Takamaki, say something!
Calm down, Ryuji. It seems that girl isn't the real one. She's the same as those slaves. A being made from Kamoshida's cognition of her.
Are you jealous? Well, I'm not surprised. Women aren't drawn to problematic punks like you.
Damn it!
Clean them up this instant!
We're outnumbered. Let's scram before we get surrounded.
We're not gonna do anything and just run?
Thank God you've got a level head.
Fine. We'll expose what you really are no matter what. You better be ready for us.
I was beginning to get bored of torturing the ones here. Come at me whenever you want, if you don't care about your life.
Ignore him. Let's go!
Anyways, I don't remember changing into this.
Looks good on you.
Should I be happy about that? Then again, it ain't as bad as yours.
Did you find them?
Quiet!
No. Search that way.
So what's going on? I'm completely lost, man.
I told you before, when a Persona user opposes a palace's ruler and becomes a threat to them, this happens. It's to prevent you from being affected by distortions.
Is this a skull?
Your appearance reflects your inner self. It's the rebel that slumbers within, not that you'll get it.
Nope.
Then stop asking questions and accept what you see for what it is.
Easy for you to say. Wait, we're in deep shit!
I said to be quiet!
We might have gotten away here, but we're still screwed with Kamoshida at the real school.
That's quite sharp of you. For being an idiot, relax. The Kamoshida in reality can't possibly know about what happens here. A shadow is the true self that is suppressed. A side of one's personality they don't want to see.
So, we're okay?
Did the Kamoshida in reality remember about the execution? There you have it.
All right. Now that we know that, all we gotta do is...
Wait, I guided you as promised. It's your turn to cooperate with me. That's why I was super nice about teaching you idiots everything.
Huh? Cooperate?
Don't you remember? I originally came here for an investigation. I need to erase the distortion from my body and regain my real form. That's why we must delve deep into mementos and...
Whoa, hold up. What are you going on and on about? We never said anything about helping you out.
Huh? Don't tell me. Are you not going to repay the hospitality I showed you? Especially you. You're going to up and leave, even though you're already part of my master plan?
Yeah, I don't remember promising anything about that.
See? I wasn't lying.
Is it because I'm not human? Because I'm like a cat? Is that why you're making a fool of me?
We're busy. Thanks for everything, Cat. You've got guts being a cat and all. See you around.
Hey! What the hell? Oh, seriously? Why are you wrapping this up like everything's all hunky-dory? Oh, hell no! Get back here!
You have returned to the real world. Welcome back.
Thank God. We're back. Yeah, I dragged you around a lot, huh? Ugh, sorry, man. I'm dead tired. How you holding up?
I could use a nap.
Me too. And I'm gonna sleep like a rock when I get home. But damn, if what we saw was for real, oh, this is gonna get good. I totally remember the faces of the guys Kamoshida was treating like slaves. Once we make him fess up to any physical abuse, Kamoshida will be done. So, wanna help me look for those guys or any witnesses?
Sure, I'll help.
Now that's what I'm talking about! Hey, so if you're thinking of laying low cause you got a record, I don't think that'll help. Everyone already knows. They totally got you pegged as a criminal.
Yeah, how does everyone know that already?
Kamoshida opened his damn mouth.
But why?
No one else besides a teacher could have leaked it that fast. It doesn't matter if it's a student or a club. That asshole just wrecks things he doesn't agree with, just like he did with me. No one will take anything I say seriously. Still, those rumors about him getting physical might be real. And after seeing Kamoshida's distorted heart thing in person, there's no way I can just sit back.
Of course.
I'm counting on you. Don't worry, I'm hyped about this too.
I can sense a bond of trust coming from Ryuji.
Acting as a phantom thief would have been more efficient alone. You could have gone about it that way. However, you did not. There are merits to having associates. That's what you decided. Am I wrong?
I am thou. Thou art I. Thou hast acquired a new vow. It shall become the wings of rebellion that breaketh thy chains of captivity. With the birth of the chariot persona, I have obtained the winds of blessing that shall lead to freedom and new power.
Our first confidant. Gone are the days of social links, and in are the days of confidants. So obviously, if you're familiar with Persona, you know that the social system is a big selling point for these games, for modern Persona anyway, from P3 onward. In P3 and P4, this was known as social link, the idea that you expand your horizons by meeting people around town and establishing these links that make you a stronger Persona user. There are 21 in all the vanilla versions of Personas 3, 4, and 5, based on the 21 Arcana from 0 to 20, from Full to Judgment. And here we have our first one in P5, our first confidant, the Chariot, established with Ryuji, of course.
Alright.
You've unlocked the Chariot Confidant.
Oh, right. I haven't eaten anything since lunch. It'd be weird splitting off now, so why don't we grab a bite somewhere?
Sure.
Just follow me. I mean, I totally gotta hear about your past. What? The hell, man? How much shittier can that asshole get?
Calm down. Obviously, Ryuji just heard the story of how I got arrested.
But just hearing your story makes me angry. So, you left your hometown and you're living here now, huh? We might be more alike than I originally thought.
You may be right.
You're the first guy that made me think that. I guess it's how we're treated like a pain in the ass by the people around us. Like we don't belong. I did something stupid at school before, too. The place you're living now is in Yongen, right? It's rush hour on the subways. I suggest you kill some time before heading home. What the hell, man? You barely touched your food.
I can do that myself.
Just let me do it. I gotta thank you for helping me. Anyways, I got your back like you got mine from tomorrow on. As long as we do something about Kamoshida, I'm sure we'll both feel better about being at school. Oh yeah! Tell me your number. Oh, chat ID too.
The chat app is now available. You may now occasionally receive messages from those close to you, and by occasionally, the game means all the time.
Just you wait, Kamoshida. We're gonna start right away tomorrow. First, let's hit up those guys that were kept as slaves. The volleyball rally's tomorrow, huh? Shit's recommended by Kamoshida. Makes me want to gag. But thanks to that, we got no classes in the afternoon, and we can walk around unnoticed. Well, I guess we can work out the details tomorrow. Come on, you gotta eat more. There's tons of ginger here.
Alright, chill it with the ginger, Ryuji.
I haven't been sleeping well lately. Whenever I close my eyes, I keep thinking about too many things. Shiho. Nationals are coming up soon, so I keep thinking, should someone like me really be on the starting lineup?
Don't worry. Just be confident in yourself. Your skills have been recognized. It's all because you work harder than anyone else.
Yeah. Volleyball's all I have after all.
More importantly, was that injury okay? It looked really swollen.
No, it's nothing. It's normal. Especially since a meet's coming up.
Sorry to interrupt, Suzui. Mr. Kamoshida told me to get you.
Huh? What does he want?
He didn't say.
It'll be fine. I bet it's a meeting about the starting lineup or something.
Yeah. Well, I better go.
Yep. Good luck! Hang in there, Shiho.
Of course I went to school. What are you talking about? I went to school yesterday. I mean, it was late, but...
Now listen up.
Alright, chill out, Sojuro. Message from Ryuji. I should decide to narrate these. So hey, I decided to go ahead and message you. Can you see this? Nope. You so can. I'm going to be counting on you tomorrow, okay? Got it. You're a bro, man. Well, see you tomorrow. Let's save those guys who've been getting abused, you and me.
Jeez.
Nope, I'm being a teenager and checking my phone all the time. We're not allowed to wander outside just yet. Not yet. Right, let's save the game. We are now exactly 3 hours in. And that's it for part 3 of the P5 LP. And we will pick up on April 13th tomorrow in part 4. Oh, we got a message from Ryuji first, though. That thingy on your phone with some red eyeball icon, right? Yeah. We ended up at that weird place when we used this nav app, right? I found it on my phone, too. See, he got the push update from Igor. I don't even remember installing it. Deleted it once. Now, that's creepy. For real, what is this thing? I think it's being downloaded on its own somehow? Well, obviously. A metaverse download. It's dangerous to use something without knowing what it is. But with it, we can go to that weird place, right? Seems like it. Basically, it's gonna depend on how we use it. But first we gotta find evidence for the beatings. I'm counting on you, alright? Don't go ditching school on me. Alright, now we can go to bed. I feel exhausted. Maybe it's because of the metaverse. Go to sleep. And onwards, towards part 4.